Right, hello guys. Today is Monday. It's been a while since we've done some analysis, but we're looking to do the last end of the month of May 2024. Actually, the last week too. So let's reset this. Let's reset this. It's gonna be a very tricky one, but let's just see. All right. Is this what we want? Reset this. Good, good. So as usual, we'll go to the monthly, and for monthly Uh, this is our last swing. This is our last swing. There's nothing new. We can't tell whether we are bullish or bearish because this guy's not been broken. This guy's not been broken, right? So we can't really tell much. We'll have 2 points we're looking at, and yeah, so yeah, I will be anything. Let's fib and see. So this last guy on the monthly rejected the 78.6. Okay, no problem. So that's deep retracement. There's no problem. Which would mean we would be expecting an AB equals CD on the monthly, but that's gonna that's a whole lot of weeks to wait. So let's just bear that in mind anyway. Going on to the weekly, on the weekly we'll flip the last swing again on the weekly. The last swing being this guy, so we need to invert it. Yep, so it's the last swing. And once again we are fibbing the 17.6 on the weekly. Right, of being 78.6, but if you look at how it closed in the last two candles around the 78.6, you will notice that price was still looking bullish right at this point. 2 weeks ago it was strongly bullish. 3 weeks ago it attempted to do a pullback, but it still ended up being bullish, though not strong because it didn't take out this high. But 2 weeks ago it took out this high and this high. This one now didn't take out this high, so two things: we expect either expecting this guy to take out this high and move and break this 78.6, that's one, or we're looking at a deep retracement at the 78.6 for price to do what, to turn around to this point. So this, as I said, is going to be tricky this week. Do we have any news that we're expecting? Let's look at Forex Factory. Do we have any news? Let's see. Nothing serious on the dollar. Nothing serious on the dollar. Euro just CPI. But Germany, it's gonna be manufacturing PMI. I think that's Chinese yuan. GDP. Okay, you have core price index for dollar. So apart from that, unemployment claims, prelim GDP. Okay, let's try and filter this. Take this out. Take this out. Take this out. Take this out. Let's see, I don't take it around. Okay. So we don't really have much. Just consumer confidence on Tuesday. Uh, Employment claims on Thursday as usual. Friday we have core price. So we don't really have the major ones. So back to this. We're looking at another slow week again. the price might continue this range based on the news I just saw. I'm not expecting much fundamentals to shake this. Right, so on the weekly, what do we see happen on the weekly? We are rejecting the 78.6 on the weekly. We slow down here, and so we might look to ranges. So let's look any other thing, any trend line. Do we have any? Oh, it's been broken already. What about this guy? This guy is too far out. Okay, so that's just it. That's just it. Going to the daily. Going to the daily. So let's mark at that point as we usually do. 78.6 fib level for the weekly, and we are going to fib the daily. This will be our last swing, which we have done 100% pullback to. Can we call this our daily? I don't think so. I don't think we can call this our daily. What I would call our daily should be this guy. Yep, will be this guy. This is a cumulative or wow, this should be this guy. So now we can say some things to mark out, talking about some trend lines, right? Can't really find something on this guys. It's kind of it's all over the place. We would have ideally we're supposed to use this, but we can see it has been broken quite a few times. So I think that is valid. Let's leave this at that. So we can see on the daily we are bullish, we're strongly bullish. There's been an attempt to pull back to the 50% equilibrium points based on the last swing on the daily. So has this been broken? This has not, because there was no close above this last high. It has not been broken, but clearly this correction seems to be done because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candlesticks to do this correction. So this is valid. So what are we expecting now? It's a good thing we drew this daily on because it's going to show us what we expect. Remember I said we're expecting a kind of range based on the weekly and the monthly because we are at the 78.6 level and we're not expecting so much news, but we can never tell. It was quite a zigzag movement through last week and there was no significant news per se. Right, so I want to be done with everything we have on the daily before I move on to the 4 hour. So we've rejected this trend line. This trend line is also at the point of 50% equilibrium for the last swing on the day, so this is valid. And after that we had a strong move up, though it didn't take out the high of the previous candle, but it was a close strongly bullish, right? So what are we expecting? Expecting a continuation of this move, this bullish move. So let's see about the week. yes, we're still expecting a continuation, but we're expecting a kind of week down, right? A week somewhere here, and the move to continue, or at least to get to back to this 17.6, you know, to attempt to retest or break it. So how is that going to look on the daily? That will look good because as of Friday we just bounced off this guy, right? Bounced off this guy. So on Thursday we touched it. Friday we wicked it and bounced off it, both the equilibrium and the and this trend line. Um, so I think that's at least expecting to get to this level, if not this, further further up. So let's just see. This is going to be a break, and if this is going to be a break, okay. Let's just draw zones on the 4 hour because I can't see anything signifying a change of trend on the daily. So let's just go to the 4 hour and identify our zones. Uh, this is quite tricky because we had a lot of back and forth movements. So there's no exact point of exact levels. So it's just helter skelter. I'd love to use this. I'll adjust some of these on the 1 hour, but let's just do a few. That's one. Can call this two. Okay. Can call this three. So look at this. This is what I'm basing this off. Maybe I'll be wondering what's going on here. That's what I'm also basing it off. You can see 1 week, 1, 2, 3, like multiple weeks touching this point, right? Like I said, it's going to be very tricky to do. So I think I'll do one further up. On top of my head, I think this is the might still be adjusted. This is the last guy. So let's look at the 1 hour to see whether these are valid. Okay, these are valid. Yes, all these are valid. So all these are valid, yeah. So this is what I'll be expecting, or even here. And why did I do that? 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 I know this is a very wrong time to feel, but it only makes sense to feel. And this is why I'm fibbing. You may be wondering why I did that. Yep, that's why I'm fibbing it. So at this point in time, I'll be expecting sales to from this move up to bounce off one of these guys, and keep going up. So I think I'll be any if price gets to this point, I'm looking for buys. No, I can't say any buy is valid because there needs to be a pullback from this move up. any kind of, whether it's this point or whether it's deeper to this point. It needs to be a pullback. So this is what I have, though. This is all I have.